Hey Explorers, I'm Jessica, and today on Exploring the Local Life, I'm going to go over tips for new RVers. These are things that over the years we have learned as we have been full-time RVing, and I really hope that they help you out today. First off, RV living is not simpler. Okay, so maybe you don't have to clean out your gutters, you don't have to mow the lawn, you don't have to maybe maintain your pool, things like that. But you're just sort of training all that stuff out for all the other maintenance that you have to do on your RV. And on the RV, you have to do it more frequently. You're going to have to get up on that roof, you're going to have to check your slides, you're going to have to make sure things aren't leaking, you're going to have to check your seals. And of course, not only is there a lot more maintenance more often, but things in RVs just tend to break, right? Have you guys seen our video, 25 things that are broken in an RV? Yeah, we've had it for less than 4 years. And yeah, we bought it new and still stuff just falls apart. And that's the case really with almost every RV that we have ever seen. Okay, we've met other full-time RVers that have even gone, fancy fifth wheels that have had things that have broken or just, from use needed to be replaced, and a lot faster than you would in a house. So don't think that just because you're going to be going RVing that everything's going to be all simple and easy. Second thing I'm going to talk about is Wi-Fi. Now I know some of you might be doing this to get away from it, from unplugging and things like that, so I'm not talking to you. But if you need to work, if you like to watch Netflix, if you like to watch YouTube, you're going to need pretty good Wi-Fi, and campgrounds just aren't going to provide it, okay? Maybe if you're right by the front office, you might be able to get a pretty good signal, but otherwise it's going to be really bad. There are some parks that do allow you to pay for internet for a few days that you're staying there, but that can add up pretty quickly. So I recommend that you get your own hotspot. We have a Verizon and an AT&T, and that helps us get our work done and do entertainment, and of course upload these videos for you on YouTube. So don't depend on that campground or RV park Wi-Fi. It's just not going to cut it for you. Third thing I'm going to talk about is packages and mail. How do you get that stuff, right? Well, there's several different options. You can always pay for a mail forwarding service. This is particularly great for those of you that are going to be full-time RVing and aren't going to have, a set location, your home, to have everything sent to. A lot of them have different service levels where they can just gather up all the packages for you and then you can go pick them up when you go back to your domicile, or they will scan it for you, open it up, scan it, and send it to you so you can review it in a timely fashion. And of course those come with different monthly rates. Another option is that if you're receiving packages like from Amazon or something else, you can use, of course, Amazon Locker for those packages. Or you can always do a general delivery at the post office. So let's say you're going to be going to Kansas City, right? But you don't know exactly where, you don't know what campground you're going to be staying at, but you know you're going to be here for those 10 days or so. You can go ahead and contact one of the local post offices and set up a general delivery to that location. And of course you can find all the details you need on how to set that up and restrictions on the United States Postal Service website. So I'm not going to go over all those details, but that's one option. And if you are going to be in an RV park or a campground, go ahead and either when you're making the call to set up your stay or the day that you show up, be like, hey, do you guys allow folks to receive packages and mail here? A lot of them do. Some of them do it for free and others charge a small fee. So it's up to you what you're more comfortable with and what you need depending on the importance of the package that you will be receiving. My fourth tip for you today is to keep it simple, and this goes across the board on everything from when you go RV shopping, for when you actually decide to buy supplies for your RV, when you go to set up your camping locations, things like that. Try to keep it as simple as possible. This is especially important if you are very new to RVing, you've never done this before. Don't necessarily get the biggest, baddest, the one with the most slides, the one with the most conveniences. You don't need to do that, okay? Because you don't know if you're going to need all that stuff, right? You don't know if you've never been, if you're going to need that 40-footer, Start off small. Don't get yourself into a whole lot of maintenance issues and things like that with getting the RV with all the bells and whistles. Keep it simple. It's going to save you some stress and you could always upgrade and change things later. Okay, the fifth thing that I'm going to recommend to you as a new RVer is to think like a minimalist. You might not be, and that's okay, but think about the minimal things that you need in your RV. If it's just going to be you and another person in the RV, you don't need to bring or purchase or set up for 6 people. It's like a plate setting with all these different mugs and cups and plates and all the stuff. You don't need that. You literally just need a plate for you, a plate for the other person who's going to be in the RV with you, 2 coffee mugs, 2 wine glasses, 2 whatevers, okay? And start off that way. I'm not saying that it's always going to be that way, but start with smaller, okay? Less is more in this case. And if you find yourself that you are constantly meeting up with people on the way, that you're constantly entertaining, you're having all kinds of potlucks, you're doing all these things, then go ahead and add to your supplies, okay? But don't do it ahead of time, because then you're going to find yourself having to get rid of all these things, and it's going to be wasted money, okay? So just start off simple, think like a minimalist, bring only what the minimum that you need, and you could always accumulate later if you need it, okay? And this is especially important if you're going to be on the road a lot, if you're going to be traveling where you're going to be just spending the night or 2 somewhere, moving every week, kind of a fast travel RV lifestyle. You are not going to want a bunch of stuff because it takes a long time to set up, to break down, and of course that adds to your weight. So you'd want to stay light and keep it simple. Think like a minimalist. Tip number 6, make sure to join at least one RV social club. It's a great way to make new friends and a great way for you to learn about RV life. There's going to be RVers that have been doing this for years that you can learn from. And not just that, they also offer different discounts to RVers for insurance, for mail forwarding services, and other RV services that you're going to need. Now there's a bunch out there. There's Escapers, which is for working age RVers. There's Escapees, which is for retirees. Full-time Families, which is for families on the road. And there's a new one called the Road Life Project. Now Robert and I are part of this, along with Hippie and the Tech, You, Me, and the RV, and 2 Beards and a Babe. And this one's going to include not only retirees and working age adults, but also families. Check the description for all the details on how you can join these 3 groups. Tip number 7, don't just stay in RV parks and campgrounds. It's just one element of RVing. You can stay on free public lands, BLM lands. You can stay at wineries, at alpaca farms. You can stay on people's property. There's all kinds of different places that you can camp. And what we have found is searching online can be, kind of overwhelming. So we kind of narrowed it down to a few different sites where we find these unique camping locations. There's Boondockers Welcome, there's Harvest Host, Hip Camp, and RV With Me. I'm going to have those in the description so that way you can click on them and look for these interesting and unique places, so you're not just camping at the campground or at the RV park, but that you really get out there and explore and adventure. Tip number 8, and my very last one, is to have fun. And you might be like, well, yeah, I'm going camping, of course I'm going to have fun. What are you talking about? I'm talking about when you get to your place, whether it's a state park, national park, RV park, campground, whatever it is, and you see that somebody hasn't picked up after their pet. It's 10:57 and somebody at night, and somebody drives by with their music blasting. Somebody runs to your campsite because it's the shortcut to whatever it is. It's gonna happen, okay? You're gonna have campers that are rude. You're gonna have loud parties. Things happen, okay? It always happens somewhere at some point while you're RV camping. But don't let that ruin your stay. Do not let that ruin RVing for you, okay? And if it gets to the point where you're like, I'm done with this, I can't deal with this anymore, consider some of those other things that I recommended that are not at the RV park, that are not at a campground, where you can be out like in the desert with nobody around you, or a unique location like at a farm or something like that, where you're not going to have to deal with these things. But again, if you end up always at RV parks and campgrounds, it's going to come up, but don't let it ruin it for you. I really hope that all of this helped you, encouraged you, gave you some ideas of what you can expect. as you start your RV life. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And make sure to hit the bell, subscription, notifications, and it'll get you subscribed to our channel. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you later. Bye.